the reason why I've chosen not to have a VA is because I want to represent like the common folk. I want to help out people to let them know, hey, this is possible without a VA, because I know a lot of people have issues trying to get their first VA, and that's challenging for them. They're like, and then some people use that as an excuse. Well, like, I'm making this type of profit with no VA. It's this simple. Like, you can do it. Stop having excuses. The money's here.
In this video, we're going to show you guys how to make 100,000 profit flipping books from home. You never have to leave home doing this. And Victor actually made 155,000 profit last year. And our friend Joji did 100,000 profit too. This is a proven business model. And in this video, we're going to show you step-by-step how to find profitable books and flip them on Amazon. Welcome to the channel, Victor. And take it away.
All right, Roman. Well, thank you for having me on. And yeah, so this time we're going to start sourcing on Keepa, right? Because some people are like, well, I think BookMine is cool, but I don't have the subscription money, right? And I have Keepa, so can you help me do it on Keepa? So we're going to do it the budget-friendly way, where you just start out, hey, I got $20, right? Because Keepa is $20, and the rest of the money I want to spend on sourcing. So I want to show you a quick and fast way of sourcing some books on Keepa, and then we're gonna run the table. We're gonna go to Keepa. We're gonna click on some books and hopefully find some that way. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult, but we're gonna find some great profitable items. So let me go ahead and share my screen and go into Keepa, and then show you what I do and how I source on Keepa.
Sweet. Boom. Pop it up there. You're good
Okay.
to go.
All right. So this is basically Keepa deals, right? So pretty simple. I clicked on Keepa deals, and then I clicked on table to make this table happen here instead of product boxes, because the boxes are cool, but you wanted to see the data, right? So we clicked on table, we clicked on used, we clicked on books. So just follow me here. Table, books, used. That shows you, okay, I'm only looking at books. I only want to see them used. I'm looking at books that have at least dropped 3 months in the last 3 months. Books that have dropped at least 50%. That 50% needs to be at least $17. So it's cool that a book has dropped 50%, but it's only dropped by like $2 or $3. I don't want to see that book. I want that 50% to also equal $17 at least. And why $17? Because by the time I get it to my prep center, and by the time Amazon, it charges their fees and the prep part, at least all that is going to cost me about $10 to $12. And so I want to make a profit above that. So that's why I want the drop to be at least $17. So at least all the books I'm looking at least I know that I'll make a few dollars off of them. And then my price range of the book's current price, I'm just putting between $3 to $69. And again, this can be anything you want. Like, you can move these filters anyway, and kind of find a whole different range of books. But so that's what I did. And also my sales rank range, I just put books that are under 500,000. So I want books that are moving a little bit faster, and that's why I put 500,000 there. But still, I got to find quite a bit of books, 3,400 books that have just showed up on Keepa. And how I set mine up, my Keepa deals, you probably want to take a screenshot of this or pause this video and then look how I did this, because this is pretty simple once you kind of set it up this way. All right, so I have the used price on the far left. All right, so that's the current price that's going on today. And then there's a 30-day drop. So how much has this book dropped in the last 30 days? It tells me. Keepa will tell me, hey, it dropped 47%. Okay, so that's pretty cool. All right, so it's currently $22. It dropped 40%, and that percentage is $20. And the next thing I put up is the new price, and then the 30-day average. And so these are all things I'm wanting to look at. So their current used price is $22. It's dropped 47%. The new price is the next thing I look at. Like I said, the used price, the 30-day average, and the sales rank. So what does the sales rank do for me? Is it also lets me know the average sales rank. Also lets me know how much is this book actually, how many times a month is this book actually selling. So a 222,000 ranked book is selling quite a bit. It's selling multiple times a month. And so that's a positive sign. But if I'm getting into a book that's, say, a couple of million ranked, that's a book that's moving much slower. And then I have to really decide whether or not I want to buy a book that doesn't sell it often. All right. So now that we have this all set up, $22, 47%. So if you think of a check, I'm thinking, okay, check. Yeah, right now, 47%, that's a green check. But the fact that the new price is only $4 difference between the new the used price. There's only 26 here, 22 here. That's an X. So I'm looking for a ton of green checks in my mind, and that $26 is an X, right? Because I don't want to buy a book for $22 that I only can sell for $26 new. So that one's definitely no. we're going to move on to the next book because since that first book's the next, let's look at the second book. All right, so second book up is $14, 59% difference. So that's a check there. And also the new price is $116. Which is also a green check because wow. So the new price is 116. The used price is 14. That's pretty simple. Also the 30-day average is pretty good. It's $34 and now it's 14. So that's another check. The sales rank at 400,000. That's another check. So we're getting a ton of green checks here. Check. Because they're all green checks. Now I want to open the book. Now I've done all the legwork. I'm interested in this book. More than likely, I found a really good deal here. All right, so the book is $14. It is selling at the buy box right around $50 for the vast majority of the year. So pretty simple here. Buy it at 14, sell at 50. So we found our first book.
I love books like this too, because when you buy it, you're gonna bring up the market value.
Pretty quickly, right? Back up. Yeah. So you got how I did it, right? This is pretty fun once you kind of set it up this way. Now you're able just to kind of see it through your eyes. Like, okay, $7, 46% check there. New 40, that's 50 compared to that $7. That's a check. This 14 to 7, not so great. You wanted to actually have been a little bit more than that, but okay, it's decent. And 900,000, that's also positive. So all right, let's also, this is also a pretty good book. Let's open that book up. Yeah. This is pretty good. So what we're looking at, $32, 29, 39, 29. Yeah. So buy this book for 10, sell it for like $32. That's a good book. I would buy it. All right. So all I'm doing is going down here and looking for, in my head, mentally checking off some green boxes. So $7, 72% off. That's a check. There's no new price at all. So that's a check. That means that there's nothing holding us down. We could literally sell this book much higher. Now the negative here, which is giving me an X in my head, is 4.5 million, right? So do you see that average at 4.5 million of this book? That's a no for me. That means this book doesn't sell often, and too slow for me to want to buy it. So I'm trying to look for a book that's maybe just like at like 1.2 million or lower altogether, the 30-day average rank. Anything over that, it's kind of too slow for me. I want to buy faster moving books. So this 4 million book, it's too slow. Like this is a book that I'd probably be okay with thrifting, but the fact that I'm having to buy higher priced books, I'm not wanting to buy this book at that's slower moving. So let's just click on what a slower moving book would look like. Do you see this book only sells like once every other month or once every 3 months? And so this is too slow of a book, even though it does move up to 25. It doesn't even sell at $25. So it only sold at $10, $8. So this is not a book I would have bought. So great. Like I would have saved myself a little extra time by not actually even clicking on that book. But just I wanted to show you guys that. All right. So $3, it's 73. It dropped by this next book up is a Disney Pixar Cars book. It's $3. It's dropped by 73%. So that's positive. There's no new price, but the difference between the used price is 11. It used to be like the average 30-day average is $11, and now it's $3. That's not a big difference. You want to be able to buy this book for $3 and then ship it and then sell it for like 30. And so that the fact that the used price is not much difference is probably not, there's not enough profit here for you to sell this book, right? So from 3 to 11, there's not, because you want to buy this book and return it back to the basically the used average, and there's not enough profit there. So another X. 26. Okay, so this is $26. It dropped by 47%. That's a check. The new price is 121. That's a check. The 30-day average is 50. Decent. So it's close. So that the fact that the 30-day average is 50, it's currently 26. That's pretty decent. Also, the sales rank is under 1.2 million, also positive, and that the 90-day average is actually 76, which is pretty substantially higher. So these are positives. Let's open the book. Probably another book we just found to buy. All right, so let's look at Dilbert 2.0. All right. Do you see this, Roman? It's actually pretty simple to see, right? $109. It's selling over here, 100. It is just recently got into a pricing war, so you actually be able to take advantage of that. I would buy this book for $30 and then return it back to what I'm thinking it's an intrinsic value at right around $100. So yeah, this is a great way to source when you don't have the money to like go into book buying. Go ahead.
It's wild just seeing you do this. It's like,
yeah,
you're just pulling out so much profit so fast. I feel like the beginners starting out, and I'm speaking for myself here. Like when I look at, like I second guess, like, oh, should I buy it? Should I buy it? But you're just like, buy.
Yeah.
Like you instantly know which ones are good, and it's just like, and I know that you made 155,000 profit last year doing this.
Yeah.
And I also know that like you almost sell 100% of your inventory. Like you rarely buy books that don't sell.
Right.
And so it's just like, it's so cool seeing you validate like all these good purchases right now.
Yeah. I did go back and look, Romer, I actually had to get rid of 4 books last year. So 4 books that didn't sell. So I rarely miss out. I rarely swing and miss.
Now, side note, does Joji because you 100% do this all on your own.
Yeah.
And I can see how fast you source now. So I can truly see you're only spending probably a couple hours a week finding books.
Right.
With Joji, he's delegated some of this to virtual assistants, right?
Right. So what he's done is taught them this particular method on Keepa and now on the BookMine. So he has a VA that just sources on BookMine. But again, if you don't have that type of money, you can do the same type of sourcing on Keepa with this kind of table format. You kind of just teach them green checks and red checks, but basically the same thing with that scanning app. All we're doing is just doing it now on Keepa, right? We're looking check. Okay, all checks, go buy the book. Yeah. Like for instance, this next book, do you see this? I'm still looking at the screen. So $23, the new price is $7. That's an X. I would just go to the next book, right? Because the new price is $7. So who cares if it's dropped, if the used price is dropped by 56%, if the new price on average is $7. So I don't even have to look at the chart. You can just see it by data here. So he's gotten a VA and he's doing well there. The reason why I've chosen not to have a VA is because I want to represent the common folk. I want to help out people to let them know, hey, this is possible without a VA, because I know a lot of people have issues trying to get their first VA, and that's challenging for them. They're like, and then some people use that as an excuse. Well, I don't want to get a VA, and that sounds like too much work, and that's why this business model isn't for me. I want to show you, like, hey, you don't like, I'm making this type of profit with no VA, and it's this simple. Like, you can do it. Like, stop having excuses. The money's here. As you can see, I could probably source this first page and buy, like, I could save 20 books off of this first page on Keepa. It's a little bit harder than BookMine, but you can definitely do it. Just put in the work.
BookMine. If you don't know what BookMine is, click the link to the video below. I'll link a video of us. He's doing the same thing, but with BookMine. So if you guys want to learn about that, that'll be linked below. Yeah,
I'm taking out all the X's. That's what basically BookMine does. All the X's I'm telling you, I wouldn't buy that book. I wouldn't buy that book. Yeah. We cut them out already. We filtered those books out, so we're only giving you the books to purchase. And so it's like a hack into book online arbitrage. And that's what BookMine does for you. But if you're just starting out, Keepa can get you there too. It's just a little bit extra work, and just think of it as your scanning app, but just with Keepa. Just think of things as green and red check marks. So
heck yeah. Well, good stuff. I appreciate you coming on the channel, and I'll link all the videos below that we've shot recently. So if you guys want more sauce on how to find online arbitrage books, those videos will be linked below. Also, we got a book selling conference coming up, Books and Beyond Con. And it was, I don't know if I think it was Victor's idea. I'll give Victor credit. We all had the idea simultaneously, like literally.
We did.
Night, like we came out to each. It was weird. We all had the idea to do a conference at Miami Sellers Conference. We decided to do a book selling centered conference going down in Vegas here in a month. The prices of the tickets are going up soon. So go to booksandbeyondcon, that's CON.com, and check out the monster speaker lineup. We have many millionaires speaking. We have people who have made $1 million profit last year from books only. We have the monsters of the book selling world coming together. So I'm super excited for this conference. If you guys want to step up your networking game, be sure to come through.
Yeah. We're all going to grow together. Once you come to this event, you're going to network with all of us. You're going to find out tips. You're going to understand your business even better. You're going to be able to sell books even faster, even more efficiently. And yeah, you're going to know us in person. You're going to be able to DM us, and we're going to know who you are, and we're going to want to work with you. So you got to come.
All right, Victor, I'll put your socials below. Guys, go subscribe, go follow him, and join his Facebook group for free. He gives free leads out in that group. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks, Roman.